This is Math 2, Unit 14, Lesson 2. We've been working with probability for 2 days, so probability and mutually exclusive events. All right, first thing we're going to do is actually define mutually exclusive events. Mutually exclusive events. Mutually exclusive events are events that, knowing what you know about mutually exclusive, if I told you there are events that can happen together or cannot happen together, which would you pick? I'm going to repeat it. If you had to choose events that they could happen together or they cannot happen together.
Can.
For mutually exclusive, it would be events that cannot.
Oh, cannot.
Cannot happen at the same time. Okay. Can you be a guy in the 10th grade? Yes, those are not mutually exclusive. Can you be in the 9th grade and the 12th grade at the same time?
No.
No, that cannot happen. Those are mutually exclusive. Two events that cannot happen at the same time. All right. We are going to have some formulas, so make sure you're paying attention, you're writing these down. When events are mutually exclusive, we have the probability of event A or B happening, and we also have the probability of event A and B happening. Are we ready? Okay. Again, this is when A and B are what type of events? If A and B are mutually exclusive, the probability of A or B happening equals P of A plus P of B. You will need to know that not only for today's assignment, but also for next week's quiz and test. No, this week's quiz. This week's quiz and next week's test. Okay. Probability of A and B. What does it mean to be mutually exclusive?
Events that cannot happen at the same time.
Okay, so and means them happening together. What's the probability that event A and B happen together? Anyone know? 0 is correct. Good job. If events are mutually exclusive, the probability of them happening together will always be 0. The and will always be 0. The or will always be
What's A plus B?
The plus, the addition. That's when A and B are mutually exclusive. I'm going to write that down. Events A and B, stop the talking, are mutually exclusive. Events A and B are mutually exclusive. Okay, there's one more formula. This formula works for all the probabilities, so I'm going to write it down here. Probability of not A or B. What the heck does that mean? Probability of not A or B. So, people will call this a complement. If you ever see the this symbol in a probability problem, that's a tilde. That means not, probability of not A or B. So if you see that, know it's the same thing. If I had a bag of marbles and I had red, white, and blue marbles, gentlemen, I need you listening. and I have a different amount of each, and I want to know what's the probability that it's not red. What colors am I looking for? If the colors are red, white, and blue, and I'm looking for not red. Do you agree it's just the white and blue? It's everything that's not red. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, if you had a bag of marbles, it's easy to just count the non-red ones. When you're given decimal values or you're given charts, it's always going to be this formula. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
It will always equal 1 minus the probability of A or B. One minus the probability of this actual event happening. So not A is 1 minus A. Probability of not B is 1 minus the probability of B. All right, we are ready to start some examples, and then we are done with notes. What?
I meant the name.
No. All right, events A and B. Events A and B are, what do you think they are? Thank you, mutually exclusive, which means they cannot happen at the same time. All right, I'm going to give you information. P of A equals 0.6, P of B equals 0.25. Number 1, find P of A or B. Find P of A or B. Do we have a formula for that? Or means multiplication or addition?
Addition.
So we do P of A plus P of B. Don't forget, on worksheets, on quizzes and tests, you have to show your work, guys. You don't just plug the numbers in your calculator and give me an answer, because you will not receive credit. 0.6 plus 0.25, because that was given information. Add them together, either in your head, by hand, or in your calculator. 0. What? 0.85 is the answer. Number 2, probability of not A or B. What does the not mean? We subtract this probability from what? 1. 1 minus that probability of A or B actually happening. Not means you subtract this probability, whatever it is, A or B, A, B by itself, whatever it may be. You subtract this from 1. Do we have to calculate this piece, or did we already calculate this on a previous problem?
On a previous problem.
What was it, right here?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 minus what? P of A or B, Rudy did it. 1 minus what? 0.85. Why? Because that is actually A or B actually happening. So not A or B actually happening is 1 take away the event. So what do we get? Point what?
15.
0.15. Okay, and number 3, probability of A and B. Probability of A and B. 0. Why is it 0? Because that's what the equation is, and it's only 0 when the events are what?
Mutually exclusive.
And did it say the events were mutually exclusive?
Yes.
Yes. Any questions?
No.
Okay. I'm going to put this aside, and I want you guys to take out your packets.
Is Unit 14 supposed to be really easy?
If you are paying attention and doing all your work, yes. All right. Everyone have their packet out? Okay, I'm going to jump around just a little bit, and I want us to start here with 2, 3, 4, 5. Decide if each of the pairs of events are mutually exclusive. Circle yes or no. Event A and Event B. Event A is you wore blue yesterday, and Event B you wore yellow yesterday. Can those two events happen at the same time?
Yes.
Yes, you can have worn both blue and yellow yesterday. So are these events mutually exclusive? No. Because they can happen together, it is not mutually exclusive. Okay, Event A, you were born in Fresno, California, and Event B, you're born in Atlanta, Georgia. Can those two events happen together? No. So are they mutually exclusive?
Yes.
Yes, because they cannot happen at the same time. You can't be born in two different states. Okay. 4, loves pizza but hates chocolate. Can those two events happen together? Can one person love pizza and hate chocolate at the same time?
Yes.
Okay, so is that mutually exclusive?
No.
No. Okay. You are a junior in high school and a freshman in high school. Can those two events happen at the same time? No. Can a student be both of those at the same time? So are they mutually exclusive?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
That's confusing.
Working with the Venn diagrams. Do these overlap, yes or no?
No.
When there is no overlap, what do you think about the events? Are they mutually exclusive, yes or no?
Yes.
Is this mutually exclusive?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who can tell me why looking at it? We just talked about it.
Both events can.
Because they don't intersect. Both events do not happen together. Flip the page really quick. Look at this one here, number 10 through 14. Is this mutually exclusive? This is not mutually exclusive. Why is it not mutually exclusive? Because they intersect, they overlap. Really quick, guys, if they are not mutually exclusive, should you use the formulas we just learned today? No, you should not. You're going to do this the same way we did the lesson yesterday. Looking at the chart and reading and what they're asking you for. So this one here, I'm going to put a star. Are you using today's formulas, yes or no? No formulas from today. This is from yesterday. Everything else is from today. All right, go ahead and get started. Come up to number 1. Oh, what about 6 through 9? On this one, can you use today's formulas? Yes, because they are mutually exclusive. Okay, Elena's competition soccer team has girls from 3 different high schools. 10 girls go to high school A, 6 girls go to high school B, and 4 girls go to high school C. Stephanie says this Venn diagram can be used to display the information. Nick says no, we can also explain that it's a possible way to present the information. Which one is mutually exclusive? Stephanie or Nick? Stephanie is mutually exclusive. Is Nick's mutually exclusive? No, because there's overlap. Do you agree with Nick or Stephanie? Don't say it out loud, just write it down and explain why. Who do you agree with? Write it down, don't say it out, write it down and why. Evan, get your head up off the desk. Bless you. Does anyone have their thoughts or what you've written down already? Who do you agree with? Yes, Christian.
Stephanie.
Okay, good. He says he agrees with Stephanie. Can you explain your reasoning?
You can't go to 2 high schools at once.
Okay, do you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
He said he agrees with Stephanie because you cannot go to 2 high schools at once.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that kind of leads into the next question. What would it mean if Nick was correct? Who can answer that? Christian kind of gave you a hint. Yes.
If 2 girls went to the same high school.
It means that 2 girls go to the high school A and high school B, and that's not possible. You can't go to 2 high schools at the same time. Got it? Okay. I'm going to let you guys continue working. Yes.
I need help.
Okay. Which one?
Number 12.
Number 12? You're that far already? Okay. I will be right there.